giliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupi, ikaw masisihin, sa dagat at bundok, sa simula, sa langit mong bughaw, may dinagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdilindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Luman ang araw ng walang pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa linggo. Aming ligaya ng pagmay mamabi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you, Ticketmelon. Ticketmelon, your go-to digital ticketing provider that offers seamless solutions for all your virtual event needs. Go check their Facebook at Ticketmelon Philippines. Shop the best-selling and much-needed products online. Score new arrivals from essential to wants and more. Hot and exclusive items always on flash sale. Avail big vouchers and discounts now. Quick, reliable delivery. Your feel-at-home shopping always made available by Freneto Mall. Easy queue or not. Check us out on Lazada, Shopee, Akulaku, and www.frenetomall.com and get more amazing discounts.
Welcome to the Academy, your training hub for entrepreneurship in this new digital economy. People from all walks of life, students, professionals, and online entrepreneurs, direct sellers, online dropshippers are now looking for innovative ways and means to maximize the power of this new digital economy and learn from home and earn from home as well. Remember that there are 3 critical success factors for you to be successful in this new digital economy. Number 1 is your entrepreneurial mindset. Number 2, your entrepreneurial mastery. And number 3 is your entrepreneurial management. 3 questions that you have to ask yourself. What are you passionate about? Number 2, what are the relative skills that you have in this new economy? And number 3, what do you think are the expectations of your partners or your clients or your customers? We at the Academy offer you valuable masterclass courses that will develop you and hone you to become a champion entrepreneur online. We want you to become a digital brand in this new economy. So click the link below and learn more about the 4 masterclass courses that we offer in entrepreneurship, in entrepreneurial management, digital entrepreneurship, and digital selling. So again, I'm your coach, Jonathan Petalver of the Academy, your training hub for entrepreneurship in this new digital economy. Welcome and see you in class.
We are negocentro.com. We deliver fresh daily content so you can build your small business from anywhere and at any time. Negocentro has diverse content to catalyze opportunity creation and sharing of ideas globally. We are Negocentro, helping small businesses since 2011.
Do you need help with your online events? We are here for you. We have organized series of webinars with over 6,000 views and 30,000 reach. We have worked with organizations and companies and helped them pivot to virtual events. We also launched the Mother of All Billboards in EDSA with TOOH. And we can design marketing collaterals for your social media postings. We believe in collaborations and partnerships. We are looking forward to serving you. We are here for you. PMCM Events Management, your number one event management and marketing partner.
Let's talk about events, people, places, and life hacks. This is It's MysSpace Show. Let's all welcome our host, CEO and founder of PMCM Events Management, online and live events host, motivational speaker, mompreneur, blogger, and multi-awarded events manager. Please welcome My Sandico.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to It's MysSpace Show. Today is the 8th episode, and today is June 13th, Sunday. Yesterday, we celebrated our 123 years of independence. So happy Independence Day, and also happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thanks for joining me on a Sunday. My name is Mice V. Sandico, and every week, please join me as I update you with events, interview inspiring and empowering people, share with you places and some of my adventures. As promised, later I will show you a vlog about my Boracay trip, exciting, and life's lessons and discoveries through life hacks. Yes, I was live hosting last Sunday in Boracay. So we are live every Sunday po, 11 a.m. to 12 noon via Global Pinas TV 168, Bounce Back Network, and It's MysSpace Show on YouTube channel. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel and get a chance to win liquid hand soap of Mrs. Clear. Thank you, Mrs. Clear. So please check out our YouTube. It's MysSpace Show. Just write on the comment box if you already subscribed. If you already subscribed today, and our program staff will choose a winner, and I will announce a winner later. Thank you also to BNI Philippines for the Philippine National Anthem. Woohoo! Thank you so much. So right while you're cooking your lunch, and you just woke up, just relax and join me because we have two amazing guests on the show today. So please go ahead and share this live stream to your family and friends because I am sure you will be inspired by our two guests today. And since we are celebrating Father's Day, I have invited two proud daddies and also entrepreneurs and are both foreigners. So nosebleed tayo, guys. Married to Filipinas and is now Filipino by heart. Also, so I can greet you guys. Please write on the comment box where you're watching from
And if you want to greet someone, happy birthday, happy anniversary, congratulations, please go ahead. Happy Father's Day to the love of my life, Attorney Pepper, to all my brothers, Kuya Neil, Kuya Julie, Anthony, Rani, and Robert. And I have 5 big brothers. I'm the only girl in the family. Happy Father's Day. And to all the daddy and member friends of BNI Philippines who are daddies, of course. And happy 29th anniversary to Kuya Anthony and Ate Letty. So today, it's our 8th episode. Yes, we are on 8th episode. We are giving away prizes from our brand partners. So please stay with me until the end of the program because our 2 guests will talk about how they handle themselves as a father, and they are also entrepreneurs and doing business here in the Philippines. Kumustahan natin sila? How are they in the business and how are they as a father? But first, I would like to announce to you our prizes from our brand partners. Forever Healthy You. I will choose one winner of Forever Aloe Facial Scrub. All you have to do right now, just right now, share this live stream to 10 friends of yours. Write on the comment box their names using the hashtag It's MysSpace Show. Again, share this live stream to 10 friends of yours with the hashtag It's MysSpace Show. Another one is from Warehouse Club PH, one winner of Philips headphone. So yeah, nag-online contest kami kaninang umaga. Those who shared and tagged their friends, you are qualified to join. And of course, from our guest, Poklee Food Products, you'll get a chance to win a bayong. Yan, one bayong of Poklee Food Products. It has special suka, laing na masarap, and ang pinakamasarap tinapa, alige, and pineapple jam. And of course, AED Medical from one of our guests also. He will be giving away Honeywell N95. This is very essential nowadays. Thank you so much, Jasper. And our subscriber of the day, Mrs. Clear Liquid Hand Soap. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's MysSpace Show. Okay. From our partners as well, Persevere Non-Life Insurance. For those who are watching today, you can request a free quotation for your car and fire insurance. And they promise to give me a discount. Fast, reliable, and affordable. So go ahead and use the code It's MySpace-car if you want to receive a quotation on car insurance, and It's MysSpace-fire for house and building fire insurance. And of course, PMCM Trade and Call. If you need the essentials these days, we have alcohols, dispensers, face masks, disinfectants, sanitizers, face shields, and more. Contact 0917-834-4978. Also, this is special. I want to acknowledge the Fit Thrive. Those who already began their C9 nutritional cleansing program, congratulations, guys. I am done with my 9 days and I'm so happy with the result. Super, super happy. And I will continue on my daily protein milkshake, Garcinia, and aloe vera gel. Thank you so much forever. Okay, are you guys excited to know more about our guest? Our first guest? Type yes if you want to know more about him. We are going to proceed with our first guest. Our first guest, it was love that brought actor Lee O'Brien to the Philippines, where he has found maybe not just second, but a permanent home. He grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in the town of Orinda. After attending college at the University of Washington and Seattle, where he played varsity football and lacrosse, he embarked on 2 backpacking journeys, the first through Europe and then through Central America. In 2015, after beginning work in Manila, Philippines, he appeared in Kano, Loves Pinay on TV5, On the Wings of Love, ABS-CBN, and Ang Probinsyano, ABS-CBN. He also appeared in a 2016 hit, Mercury is Mine, married to actress and comedian Miss Pokwang, and has a super cute daughter, Malia. He is the co-owner of Poklee Food Products. Please welcome Mr. Lee O'Brien. Hi, Lee.
Hello. How's
How
everybody
are
doing?
you?
Hi, Mice.
Hi, how's everything?
It's great. I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for the treat last night. I tasted your tinapa, laing, and spicy alamang. We had a guest from the US and she liked it. She will order from you.
Love to hear it. I'm not surprised, and I love to hear it. So it's
Yes.
great. Glad you got
Happy
to.
Father's Day to you.
Thank you. I
Okay,
appreciate
so Lee, we have limited time, so let's get to know you. Who is Lee O'Brien before going here in Manila? I mentioned earlier you were an actor in San Francisco Bay Area. Can you tell us more about it?
Sure. Yeah. So I was born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area, then went off to college. And then, as explained, I ended up doing a couple backpacking trips. And the second
Yeah.
trip took me to Latin America. So I lived down in Latin America for about 10 years in about 4 different countries. And in one of those countries, Peru, I ended up doing a commercial. And so
Yeah.
it kind of gave me the inspiration when I moved to Ecuador to do commercials there. And then I moved back to the Bay Area at the beginning of the last decade and started trying my luck out at commercials and acting and show hosting and infomercials and everything. And yeah, so the Bay Area is an interesting place for actors. We're kind of like the little stepchild to or stepbrother to Los Angeles, where they got all the shows and all the movies. We get a lot of secondary shows and very few movies. So there's a heavy independent film scene, lots of non-union work with tech companies doing promotional films and sales videos and training videos. So a lot of the exterior media that a lot of stuff you now see on the digital platforms is created through places like the Bay Area. Yeah.
Yeah, San Francisco. I fell in love with San Francisco. It's a very, very good place to go to. And of
Yes.
course, what kind of movies were you doing in San Francisco? Do you also do theater?
So theater, I actually did not do until I came here to the Philippines. A couple of years ago, I did get to participate in the production of M. Butterfly. But until then, no theater whatsoever. So in the Bay Area, there's a few things that are big time, that are most consistent and that pay decent money to local actors. And that's, first of all, the Japanese news TV shows where they reenact like white people doing things and then they dub it over in Japanese. And all of the crime investigation shows, the crazy, some of the titles are I Almost Got Away with It, Wives with Knives, My
Wives
Killer
with Knives.
Go down the line, like it gets crazier, trust me. And that's basically, like I said, it being that we're the little brother to LA, we don't get the hearty popular roles, but we get those, not secondary, but alternative kind of media shows. And so there's a lot of those. My IMDb is full of crime investigative shows. So yeah, that's the big work there.
You could have been a detective or a police, something like that.
On many occasions I was, yes.
But Lee, who were your influencers or your inspiration? Because you went to the movie industry. Who are you looking up to and who are your inspirations?
I've always been a big fan of guys like Sean Connery. I dig people like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't have the comedic ability, but I've always admired, as one of my all-time favorites, Robin Williams. So, they're just, I really like, people who can immerse in their roles, who can bring some authenticity. But I also like, kind of strong man personality types, so Russell Crowe is another guy I really dig. So those are big influences, I would say, for myself.
Okay, so guys, if you're those who are watching right now, if you have any questions with Lee, please feel free to write on the comment box. And my mom-in-law just messaged earlier that your food is good. She also tried the tinapa last night, just so you know.
Right.
Please tell Pak Wang. She's a good cook. What made you decide to stay here in the Philippines? And I know you fell in love with someone, but before that, what were the projects you were doing when you came here in the Philippines?
Yeah, so the original story and the original way it worked out was she and I, back in 2014, met doing the film Edsel Woolworth that premiered here in January of 2015.
Okay.
So right shortly after that premiere, she and I started dating. And by April, I decided to come out to visit her. And while we were out here, we were actually out in Palawan on the beach, and she received a text message saying that this group at TV5 wanted me to come in and audition for a show. And that turned out to be the show that you mentioned in the intro, Kano Loves Pinay.
Kano Loves Pinay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was directed by Randolph Longas, and it was starring Tuesday Vargas as my girlfriend to be
Sure.
wife.
A comedian also, yeah.
Yeah, and so that was that. It was, you know, the 3-week visit turned into a 6-month stay because of the obligation with the work, the chance to work here, and then also she and I developed, you know, the relationship, and yeah, ended up after that kept working at my acting and kept trying to make it work, and it's been a long road, and it's not been that easy in the acting department, but I keep at it, and you know, it is what it is, and you know, as you mentioned, we now have a beautiful daughter, so sticking around paid off. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a question earlier, was flashed on the screen from Miss Jen Pagalilawan. What made you fall in love with Pokwang? One of our good actors here. She's amazing. She's very, very funny, witty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also good entrepreneur. So what made you fall in love with Pokwang that made you decide here to really stay for good?
Yeah, you know, the obvious trait is the comedy and the sense of humor. You know, she has an amazing sense of humor, but you know, she has a big heart. She's, you know, all about her family and supporting those around her. And you know, it was something where, you know, it seemed like we were kind of in similar areas of our life, and you know, those were the things. And then I'm going to be honest, she's an amazing cook too. So
I know. I've seen her post, her vlogs as well. Yeah.
If my belly stays full, I usually stay in love. So it's yeah, it's all good.
There's a saying that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Is that true?
That is truth.
That is the truth.
Yes.
Yeah. Name 3 or 5 characters of Pokwang that made you fall in love with her.
Characters in movies or characteristics of her as a person?
Characters in real life. I know she played a
Let's
lot of
see.
characters in the movies. Yeah.
Call center agent,
you can do that. Yes, please go ahead.
Mother Story, and yeah. No, I think, yeah, the sense of humor, the love for family, the big heart, and yeah, we'll throw in cooking ability. Those
Yeah,
are the 3.
sense of humor, the love of, because Filipinos love, we are closely knit, and we all take care of our parents, even if we are already married. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay, can you tell us about your daughter? How old is she?
Yeah, Malia is coming up on 3.5 years. She's absolutely beautiful. I mean, all the things a happy biased father can say, which are, you know, beautiful,
But it's true.
beautiful,
She's
strong, smart, intelligent, caring, thoughtful. But yeah, she's just, I mean, she's a joy of my life. So I truly am so honored and grateful for her in my life. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
a question though. She's very pretty. She's so adorable and she's lovable. I've watched some of the videos of yours and her. Is she also going to join the showbiz world? What do you think? And would you allow that?
Yeah, so it's a great question to ask. You know, like, she's got the pedigree already, you know, coming from her mom. She's got the exposure to the industry already with all the people that she knows and seen the life, you know, and she's going to grow up in that. She has expressed quite a few talents, such as singing and dancing and outward projection of lines and scene study in front of us.
Those impromptu lines, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's got the innate ability for entertaining and putting on a show. So it's there, and we would not have any problem for her doing it, but we would be very, very strict in guiding her. And you know, like, we're not, the talent is there and the ability there and the opportunity is there. But in terms of knowing what we know about what it's like to work in the industry, we definitely want to have a say in how she starts off and how she goes about it. And being a little choosy with what she does will definitely happen. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be very protective. I'm really sure of that because you know the showbiz world. So Lee, since it's quarantine, I'm sure Pokwang is so busy creating recipes for Poklee food products. What is your usual activities with your daughter and Pokwang? So what do you do during quarantine?
So quarantine. Well, what happened is actually we sent back all of our helpers back to their families. So we have about at any given time 4 or 5 people who live here between the Yaya for Malia. We had a woman taking care of Marieta's late mother who passed away in October. And then we also had a couple other helpers, and we sent them all home because, we wanted them to be with their families.
Right.
And, remember at the beginning of the pandemic, no one knew, what today or tomorrow was going to be. And, there's no projection of time for anything. So when we sent them home, we basically locked into the house and just started doing all the work and spending time together all the time. And what was nice was, being that it was kind of in summer, we spent a lot of time outside doing the little baby pool with Malia. We tended to our garden, got our garden going, so we got to go out and water the plants a lot. And then took her out on walks around one of our favorite pastimes is to go walking around our subdivision.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually Paulo Ballesteros set up a tire swing out in front of his house that the entire neighborhood utilizes. So that's one of Malia's favorite spots in the whole world. So we get her there to get her a few swings in. We climb the stairs to the water tower and check out the view up there and run the basketball courts. And she's so active, and especially now with like the restrictions, one of the things that's happening to adults and to adolescents, but especially to these young toddlers, is they're not getting the socialization to go out and, connect with other little kids and know what it's
age,
like. Yeah. Yeah. Like learn those early steps in dealing with other people around you and socialize with other people. So we try and get her out and just expend energy and breathe fresh air and move her around as much as we can. So that's basically what we were doing in pandemic, and we still do today.
Yeah, this is also a perfect time to bond with one another during quarantine as a family. Somebody asked earlier, what's the story behind Poklee? I know Poklee came from Pokwang name and also your name, Lee O'Brien. So what's the story behind? Can you tell us the history and what made you decide to come up with this kind of business?
Sure. The origin of Poklee actually was about 4 or 5 years ago when we became this quote unquote love team. We needed we needed a moniker, and Lee Wong wasn't going to work, so we decided
Lee Wong. It sounds like another person's name, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few Lee Wongs down in Manila that are a little bothered right now with us using their names. So we figured something.
I think I have an FB friend named Lee Wong. Yes.
Tell him no offense intended. It's not personal. We just we went with Poklee because we figured that was kind of the nickname. But back in 2017, end of 2017, we started our Poklee cooking vlog.
Yes.
Yeah. So technically that was like the kind of the catalyst, because ever since then we were doing these videos, and what happened is Pokwang had put out a cookbook before that. And so whenever we were publicizing videos, in all the comments there was, love the video, but where's your suka? Love the video, but where's your lime? And so we kind of kept hearing it, and I kept telling her, I'm like, babe, I think we need to think about these food products. And, she was so busy with, her million shows and million films and obligations, she couldn't focus on it. Whereas I wasn't as busy, and I definitely had some free time. So, I kept telling her. And, it's funny, about 6 years ago, like a few months after I came to the country for my first time, there was a bazaar in UP Town Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like a celebrity bazaar, right? So there was 30, 40 stands. Judai was there with her book, had just recently been released. Cherry Pie was there selling her desserts. Enchong Di was there. There was various celebrities. And when Marieta Pokwang started selling little sections of laing with little bottles of suka, we sold so many in 3 days. We had lines of like 50 to 100 people waiting to buy it. and we sold something like 2,000 pieces in 3 days, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, like out of not trying, out of no preparation, just cooking and turning it out. And right then the idea that was when the seed was planted. And then about 2-3 years ago, no, we're coming up on 2 years in October. We'll be 2 years old.
2 years old, yeah.
Yeah, so like a year and a half ago, we finally just said, all right, let's do this. Let's start it. Let's make this right. And so we set up the business, set up the production process,
Yeah.
and originally launched with Suka, Aligay, and Laing were our
So
original.
those were the first 3 products, Suka, Aligay, and
Yeah.
Laing.
Yeah.
Ayan. Okay. And now, where is your production area?
Our production is we're still home based. That's our
Home-based,
next
yes.
our next big step is moving out and creating a commissary production facility. So we're on the cusp of that, and that's the next big step we're going to be taking, because it's due time. It's due time.
Yeah, I agree. They're clamoring for more. And
Yeah.
since you've mentioned earlier that you participated in live events and sold a lot of Suka, how do you do selling right now? Because there's no live events, everything is online. So what do you do, guys? Let's share it to our viewers so that they can get some advice and tips from you.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all those salespeople, business owners, small and micro especially, who used to be able to go to the bazaars and sell publicly, sell at events. We experienced, our company only experienced 3 months of bazaars. And I'll tell you, the grit, the hustle, the stick-to-itiveness, the focus and passion of the people that are at those bazaars selling their wares is simply admirable. And I truly feel all of their losses for what's happened during the pandemic, because we only experienced 3 months of it, and it was amazing. And I know what it means to so many people out there. So please, to all of you out there that are, the bazaar heads, the bazaar fanatics, the diehard sellers, I feel for you. We're pulling for you. There is a solution. There are solutions, and there's ways around this, and we will find ways around it. So stick to it, because all your products are worth it, and your time is worth it. So we believe in you. So please don't lose faith. I highly recommend that people start creating and start focusing on their online presence and branding.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
The most basic immediate steps: get your Facebook page, get your Instagram page, go Twitter. If your clientele and customer base is on Twitter, go for it. Another one, Pinterest, go for it. Another one that's great is Viber. Viber is a great way, because first of all, you're locking up phone numbers, which is a different way to communicate with your customer base. Second of all, you can create mini groups in there and have your own platform that's direct to their phone, not based on social media, which is really great. And then third, I would say get your website. There are some real economic and very penny-wise providers of website development, from the most basic to very, very well integrated and design systems here in the Philippines, Filipino brands, mind you, of website providers that I would be happy to reveal their information and pass on to anyone that wants to inquire, who I highly recommend. A website is your big boat that's going to withstand the high tide and the low tide. That's going to be your home base. And I think it's truly important to get to a point where you're developing all of those areas. So get on your social medias, get your websites, and get your Viber and direct communication methods down pat. And then I think there's strong value also in creating your assets. Create your photo sessions, create all your key videos, get your testimonial videos.
Good content.
Right? Yeah, and like before that, and this is something I've learned during the pandemic, so I'm not trying to be a know-it-all, Mice. I'm just sharing my new knowledge.
Yes. That's what the show is all about.
There's all our assets, which are like our photos and our home-produced videos and pictures and logos, etc. Our content is what we fashion those assets into being, and that we publicize. So maybe your photos will go onto 3 or 4 different kinds of content but that base asset, make sure you have a nice base. And the cool thing now is, with photos, you can connect with people for real cheap and for real economic prices to do your photo sessions really quick. You send them a few samples, tell them what kind of backdrop, what kind of style you want, and find 2-3 people that are very economic. You can create a whole asset database of your pictures that you can then go and craft your specially made content for holidays, for different promos, whatever you want to do. Definitely create that asset base of it's like your little collection of pictures. Create that.
True. And also testimonials from clients is really important. I think
Yes.
that's very, very basic right now. A lot of online sellers, they get testimonials from their consumers. How are they happy?
Yes.
They're happy about the service, the product itself, and yours is food, the taste, and of course the manner of delivery. You personally arranged for the delivery yesterday for my treat. Thank you so much, Lee.
Absolutely.
And time is running out. It's so fast. I created a fast talk here in the show. Sometimes I ask my guests, and so this is a fast talk. You will just choose between the two. So is it acting or hosting? Choose
Acting.
between the two. Acting. Okay. Singing or dancing?
Dancing.
Sample. Date with Pokwang. You want to have a dinner in a restaurant or out of town with her?
Out of town.
Out of
It's time to get out of town.
town. Yeah, okay. Bonding with Malia, walking around the park, biking, or computer games, because a lot of kids are playing computer games nowadays.
Yeah. Walking, active outdoor activities, always preferred.
Always preferred. Place you
Yeah.
want to go to. I know you've been to Palawan or Boracay, but which one do you prefer?
I actually prefer Palawan.
Palawan. Clothes, formal or sporty?
Sporty formal.
Accepted. Movie role, is it a hero or a villain? Have you played a villain?
I'm gonna. It used to be hero. No, nowadays it's villain. I would.
Villain, yes. You gotta try different roles, right?
Yeah,
Sweet.
exactly.
I know if you have a sweet tooth, is it cake or ice cream?
Ice cream,
Okay, chocolate or vanilla?
chocolate. That's a new one for me
Men
too.
love chocolate, yes. Father's
right.
Day gift. Do you prefer mobile phone or a watch?
I got too many phones. I need to watch.
Time is essential if you are a business person. Thank you so much, Lee. For those who want to get in touch with Lee, you may follow him on Facebook, Lee O'Brien. And please, please try their products. Poklee food products is really good. Don't go away just yet. Keep sharing our live stream and get a chance to win N95 Essential Face Shield from AED, and of course, Forever Facial Scrub. Don't go away. Get a chance to win those prizes. Share this live stream. We will be right back with another guest. But meanwhile, Lee, I'm going to share to you a vlog from Boracay. Don't go away.
Hi everyone, I'm here right now at Henan Crystal Sands Boracay. We arrived here on June 5, Saturday, and we'll be going back to Manila tomorrow, June 8. And before we got here, there were a lot of challenges. Our flights were canceled twice. And we're happy because we get to celebrate the birthday of my mother-in-law. So happy birthday, belated. Finally, we got here as one family. And also there were a lot of requirements and we need to follow the protocols. We need to have RT-PCR testing first, and then we submitted to touristboracay.com, and we waited for the approval of the health declaration card, and it comes with the QR code. And finally, we got here safe and sound, and the weather is really, really good. So it's safe to come here. So I'm here right now at the sky pool of Hendon Crystal Sands Boracay. It's one of my favorite spots here in the hotel. It's really facing the beach, and of course, I really miss the white sands of Boracay. It's the best white sand beach in the world. So make sure you get to see Boracay once again if you are ready, fit, and healthy. The beach and the white sand, and I'm so happy to be here once again. So if you're planning to go here in Boracay, make sure to log on to the website of touristboracay.com and get all the necessary requirements because you have to prepare those and follow the protocols. It's safe to go here. Just make sure that you follow all the rules and requirements of Tourist Boracay. So there, I had fun. I had a good time with my family, and I'm very thankful for this blessing that I get the chance to see Boracay once again, and also to spend time with my family and to celebrate the post-birthday of my mother-in-law. Thank you, Mama Stella, for these wonderful memories. It's fun in Boracay right now because there's not much people, and they are also following all the protocols, social distancing, and a lot more. We get a chance to do some fun activities like we did parao and also the helmet diving. So it's safe to travel right now here in Boracay, but make sure you are fit and healthy before you go here. Make sure that you pass the RT-PCR test because they really ask for it, and they always check it wherever we go, and we always wear face masks wherever we go. Also, we observe social distancing, and Henan Boracay is really following all the protocols, and I'm so happy that we get the chance to travel once again. It's been a while, and make sure we have to stay healthy all the time. And I'll see you once again, Boracay. And I'd like to greet all the fathers. Happy Father's Day.
Hi, I'm Leo Bryan, co-founder of Poklee Foods. Come check out our Suka Laing Tuyo Tinapa, Dalawang Aligay, Dalawang Alamang. Every single month, we have really cool promos going. Come check us out, www.pokleefoods.com. Kanin na lang!
We're back. Thank you so much, Lee, for joining our 8th episode of It's MysSpace Show. And he shared earlier that we have to be relevant on social media. If you're selling products, you have to be there, get a good content, and get some photos, stock photos, and share and create a story and be active on social media. We're back. Thanks, Lee, for joining us earlier. Next guest, he is the COO of AED Philippines, AED Medical Supplies. He's been living in the Philippines since 2008, married, has one child, and active in automated external defibrillator or AED business since 2016 and making Philippines a heart-safe environment. Happy Father's Day and welcome, Mr. Jasper Borne. Hi, Jasper.
Hi, Mice. How are you doing?
I'm good. I hope I pronounced your name right.
Well, the right pronunciation in Netherlands is actually Jasper, but I always introduce myself as Jasper. It's easier to remember. Yeah.
Right, Jasper. You're from the Netherlands, one of my dream destinations.
Oh, really? Easy to
Yes,
go
it
to.
is.
Yeah.
It's on my vision board. Welcome to It's MySpace. So let's get to know you, Jasper. Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you very
And
much.
thank you for joining me today. We are just neighbors, a
We are
few steps
neighbors.
away from here. Welcome, welcome. So let's get to know you better. Can you please tell us, Jasper, um, before going to the Philippines, what were you doing in Netherlands?
Well, my background is actually human resources, and at the age of 20, I started working for several, how do you say that, recruitment agencies. I was a consultant there, and we've been supplying, how do you say that? We've been recruiting people for industrial companies, financial
Hmm.
companies, etc., etc. It's like it's like, and after that, I moved on to executive search and working as a junior consultant. And but it always had an aspect of selling, and that's what I'm basically doing at this very moment as well. Although I do combine the selling with something I'm passionate about, and that is in since a couple of years, automated external defibrillators. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's go back, rewind. So when you were a little boy, what were your dreams? What were you, want to
Yeah.
pursue? We're always like that. When I grow up, I want to be a
Yeah.
doctor. I want to be a
Yeah.
nurse. Yeah. Well, how about
Yeah.
you, Jasper?
I've been thinking about that question actually, and honestly, my father used to work in a bank, so yeah, that was one of my dreams to work in a bank. But I didn't choose the finance sector. So and a policeman or a firefighter, something like that, right?
You
Uh,
wanted to be a firefighter.
yeah, something like that. Because
Right.
when you're in elementary, all the guys wants to be policeman or firefighter or something like that. So it was either that. But my father was working at a bank at ING at the time, and I wanted to do that. But
Yeah.
at the very moment that I had to make a decision to choose my path on educational how do you say that in education, I choose human resources. So that's basically where I've ended up in Netherlands, as
Right. Right.
I mentioned. So I ended up in doing human resources. Yeah.
Human resources. So
Yeah.
you dreamt of being a firefighter, because I know when we were in grade school, we used to have a costume. When we go to school, share your dreams, and everyone is wearing for doctors, nurses, firefighters, and police. Diba? Yeah, that's
And
the
police, right?
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
what made you decide to go to the Philippines? When you went here, did you marry right away, or you had your job first?
no, the situation is this. I will combine a couple of questions from you, but um, I met my wife actually through random chat ICQ back in 1999.
Okay.
I don't know if you still remember ICQ, but it was like something like MSN. You could click a button, select a area in the world, and male, female, and somebody would pop up. So I selected, as a European, I wanted to meet some American girls. So just to chat, okay, and nothing else. And it just so happened that I met my wife there, and we had a very nice. It was easy to communicate with her, and it was a lot of fun. And she was based in Chicago at the time, and
Yeah.
after a couple of months, I found out that she was Filipina, and but she was temporarily living in the United States.
Mhm.
Anyway, long story short, she was supposed to study in United Kingdom, and she visited me actually in 2001, and
Okay.
when we met, the romance started, etc. And yeah, she chose Netherlands to study, so she moved to Netherlands, and yeah, that's where it started basically. And then in 2008, we had opportunities to start a business here.
Mhm.
My wife's family is in the transportation business, the old-fashioned taxis, and so I saved up for a few taxis, and we moved here. And yeah, that's basically it. I invested in taxi cars, and yeah, that's how I came here. I didn't really manage the business because my wife was managing the business, and in 2013 I started a restaurant in a food court in Zamora. That's pretty tough. I must say it was kind of hard to keep up with with renewing your menu, keeping up with the sales, etc.
Yeah.
A lot of competition. After all, after I look back at it, it was not really my cup of tea. Nevertheless, I did enjoy managing the team at the time. And in the meantime, in 2015, I also started with AED Philippines, and that's where I am now. Yeah. Right.
The automated defibrillator, right?
Yes, exactly.
So you have one child. So we're celebrating Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you. How do you spend time with your child nowadays because it's quarantine? What are your activities? I asked Lee about this. And for me, this is a very important question. What we do with our family during the lockdown or quarantine.
Right.
What about you, Jasper?
Well, I have to be very honest with you. I do as much as possible, but I'm really busy with work. So I work easily 6 days a week. But when the activities I do with my daughter is biking in the village, some
That's
games
right.
here and there, watch a movie downstairs. But when it's up to my daughter Bryn, she would love to watch all day, every day on YouTube and play Roblox. So my wife is really doing a very good job in entertaining her with, she likes to be creative. So she's painting and drawing. And sometimes we take her to the tennis court because she's also a varsity actually for school in tennis. But
That's
since
nice.
since the lockdown is here, she's not able to do it much. Nevertheless, next week I will fly with her, with Bryn only, not with my wife, unfortunately, to Netherlands.
Aww.
And there is not much of a lockdown. Kids are allowed to go out. There are just tennis trainings, etc. So I will let her play tennis there and bike with her in the woods, in the nature. Let her experience the Dutch life as I used to experience it before. Yeah.
Please share some pictures on Viber.
I will. Yes, I will.
Yeah. Can you tell us about AED? So
Yes.
you established AED year 2015. Is that right?
Yeah. First, I started as a freelancer for one of the brands. And in 2019, actually, I decided, you know what, I don't want to be a freelancer anymore. So I partnered up with a Filipina. And ever since then, we have our own business. At this very moment, we are a importer and distributor for Stryker, which is an American company, one of the biggest medical companies in the world, actually. And we specifically import automated external defibrillators for the public access market. A lot of people do not know what an automated external defibrillator is. Let me explain.
Can you tell us about it, please?
Yeah.
We had a short commercial earlier, but please.
And it probably looks very exotic to other people. An automated external defibrillator is basically a device that you use if somebody gets into cardiac arrest. And cardiac arrest can happen unfortunately, to pretty much everybody due to, high cholesterol, think of eating a lot of lechon, drinking a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
It can also be because somebody has a heart disease. So it can happen, to everybody, kids and adults, and it does not happen often. So, and that's very good, but it's like having a fire extinguisher in your company or at your home. A fire does not happen often. But if it happens, you want to be well prepared and have a fire extinguisher, right?
Yep.
It's the same with an automated external defibrillator. AEDs are becoming common in the Philippines, thank God, finally, because companies and households start to see how important it is to have an automated external defibrillator. Because if somebody gets into cardiac arrest, you need to do two things. You need to do CPR, or three
CPR,
things.
yes.
But one of them is CPR, and you need to defibrillate. You need to shock and restart basically the heart. And that's what we sell. That device we sell. And the third thing is, of course, to call an ambulance. And that's the first thing you do after you find somebody who has cardiac arrest. Nevertheless, you see automated external defibrillators quite a lot abroad. You see that a lot at airports, hotels, sport centers, etc., etc. And that's what we basically do in the Philippines as well. We provide almost every vertical in the Philippines with automated external defibrillators. So to the people who are watching, if you're working in a company and you don't have a automated external defibrillator, please get in touch with us, because if you don't have one and you are relying only going to the hospital, the chances that somebody will pass away are super big, are very, very big. Because the chance of survival without defibrillation, without shocking of the heart, is 10% every minute. So after 10 minutes, there is this very big chance that somebody will pass away. So be prepared, learn how to do CPR, and get yourself an AED. And then you do have a chance to revive the person who has cardiac arrest, basically.
Yeah. I agree with you. And you are offering also trainings how to operate this machine. Your goal is to have a heart safe environment here in the Philippines, and that's your goal, to train a lot of people to save lives by having this device ready also at home, in the corporate world, and especially in sports area like gym.
Everywhere, pretty much
everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere.
It's really essential, aside from fire extinguisher, of course, you've mentioned earlier. So
right.
earlier somebody asked, out of all the products, why defibrillator?
That's a very good question, because that's what I want to share. Well, the reason why I got into this business is because I was on vacation in 2013 in Netherlands to visit my family. And one of my direct family got into cardiac arrest, and I was not there when that happened. But I got a phone call, and I went to the location where that family member had a cardiac arrest. And since I was first aid trained before in Netherlands, I still remembered how to do CPR. So I assisted the person who did CPR by giving mouth to mouth oxygen to my dad. Actually, it was my dad. And then he was transported to the hospital because the paramedics came quite fast. At that very moment, I was like, that's the product is really necessary, and also in the Philippines, because in the Philippines, accordingly, if I recall right, 85,000 people get on a yearly basis get a cardiac arrest outside hospital environment, and only 1% survives of that. So that's 236 cases per day. So imagine
that's huge.
That's a lot. So if you have somebody, if you have AEDs on all locations and people are trained, your loved one can be saved. That's basically it. If they're lucky, meaning to say that not all cardiac arrest can be saved, unfortunately. That has to do with the type of irregular heartbeat somebody has. But my father survived, and at that very moment I was like, the Philippines needs this too, and that's why I started as a freelancer first, and now after 6 years I'm here, and I'm doing it with a lot of passion, not only from a commercial perspective to make money, but also definitely to make people aware and to save lives, basically.
And this is very important. This is very essential nowadays. Somebody commented earlier, I think from Net Muescan, the importance of having this. This is very informative. I know someone who died because no hospital would admit him due to full capacity, and that's what you were specifying earlier. if you're at home and somebody suffered from cardiac arrest, you can do something about it while the ambulance is on its way, right? So
That's correct. That's
that's
correct.
really a good point, Jasper.
But
Thank you
what
for
I
sharing
just read,
that.
that the hospital wouldn't allow them to admit them. Yeah, I find that super shocking. But yeah, what can I say? Every hospital has its own management, but it's shocking. People who are dying needs to get priority. As simple as that is, in my point
That's
of view.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. So yeah, somebody also asked earlier the price, but if you want to know more about the product, you can contact AED Philippines. How do we reach out to you, Jasper? Do you have a website or
Yeah.
an email
Uh,
address?
yeah. People who wants to. Let me first share the website. Our website is www.aedphilippines.com. Alpha Echo
Okay.
Delta aedphilippines.com.
Yeah.
Also on Facebook, just type in aedphilippines.com and you will see our Facebook page. There is also somebody who copied it and said AED Rescue Philippines, but we are AED Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, message us on Facebook and we will get back to you about it. About the pricing, it's hard to say. The pricing is some are below 100,000 and some are up to 250,000 pesos. That are
It
the public.
depends.
It depends really. But what we sell is we only sell the. Currently, we're the importer for American brands, the well-known brands, because we want to provide quality. Basically, it's very important. I will not go into detail about
Yeah,
all.
please let them reach out to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so please reach out if you if you have a lead. Also interesting if you have a lead. Meaning to say, we also pay commissions to people who give proper leads, and when it comes to a deal. But if you work in a company, or maybe you think your household needs one, or your village, or
You have a patient who suffered from cardiac arrest or stroke or something like that. They can also
yes,
have it at home. Yeah. Mm.
yeah, strokes are not covered with AEDs. But if people who have heart disease, yes,
Heart disease. Okay.
please,
Mm-hmm.
or at risk, maybe
At
a little.
risk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I can keep talking about it for a long time, but
I know the passion is really there, and I know where it's coming from because of your dad, your story, and you saw him suffering from cardiac arrest, and I think that's really a moving story. Somebody commented, Arnell, earlier. That's a moving story that you shared, Jasper.
yeah,
And
well,
right now, yeah, Arnell, thank you so much. How do you market your services? Do you have a website? You have Facebook? Do you do also trainings? Online trainings,
we do online trainings currently.
workshops. Mhm.
Currently, we do online trainings. We market online. We do a lot through networking and mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
Mouth to mouth and networking. I want to answer because you sent me the questions yesterday. What is one thing that you have learned from your job when you started working?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
If I connect that to networking, when I was younger, I was kind of shy, and at a certain point, when I was working as in the executive search firm, I spoke to a CEO of a very famous company on telephone, and I told my boss I was kind of shy. I was kind of insecure about talking to somebody who has such a high position, and that's one of the things that really helped me in life. And she said, "Okay, don't get me wrong, yeah, but this is how it literally was said to me." She said, "Jasper, you don't have to worry about it because also those people go to the CR in the morning and they pull up their pants and that's it." Meaning to say, everybody is equal, and that really gave me a different mindset. And afterwards, I approach everybody. I have no shame to approach. Yeah, I don't know, the president of a big company of Asia Brewery, for instance. I'm not hesitant anymore.
You have no qualms of approaching them anymore.
Exactly.
So
So keep that in mind.
you
Keep
have
that
a
in-
very good product, Jasper, and it's important for us to know more about it. So I know you're very confident in doing presentations, but how do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years from now here in the Philippines? Are you still going back to Netherlands, or this is your home?
This is my home pretty much. Of course, I
Uh-huh.
have a dream. Of course, I have a dream to sell the business maybe in 10 years or something. But we don't know what the future will bring. In 3 to 5 years, I see myself still working in the same business, basically. Only maybe, hopefully, bigger than we are now. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Jasper. If you have any message to the viewers before we go.
Uh, Other than that, I hope everybody is having a great weekend, and I hope we are back to normal as soon as possible, because I'm sure everybody misses the daily life we used to have back in 2019. Stay safe.
Stay safe and happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jasper. That was Jasper from AED Philippines. Now it's time to greet some of our viewers. Maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are watching right now. I'm so excited. We will have our lunch to celebrate the Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to the love of my life, Attorney Pepper, and to all my 5 big brothers. Happy Father's Day, and to all the BNI Philippines daddies. Salamat sa pag-lend nyo sa akin kanina ng isang magandang Philippine national anthem brought to us by BNI Philippines. So are you ready, guys, to know the winners? Type yes on the comment box, and I'm going to announce in a few. Okay, so we will proceed now with the giveaways. I mentioned earlier, we'll be giving away Forever Healthy You Forever Facial Scrub to those who shared this live stream. Warehouse Club PH, Philips Headphone, wow. Poklee Product 1 Bayong of Special Suka, Laing Tinapa, Adige, and Pineapple Jam. Highly recommended, guys. AED Philippines from Jasper, one winner of Nosh N95 face mask. High quality face mask. So I'm gonna give away 10 pieces of that. And of course, our subscriber, nag-subscribe na ba kayo? Subscribe to It's MysSpace Show and get the chance to win Miss Clear Liquid Hand Soap. So I'm gonna announce the winners right now. Camps, are we ready? The winner for Forever Healthy You. Wow, Viel Tugbo, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. You won a Forever Facial Scrub and our Warehouse Club PH Philips headphone. Congratulations, Javer Adversario. Thanks for joining the online contest. Poklee Food Products, Isang Bayong. Oh, Jeffrey Rushos, thank you so much for joining the online contest and for sharing the live stream. AED Medical, Nosh N95 face mask. Congratulations, Jen Pagalinawan. Very active kanina sa pag-comment and pag-ask ng questions para sa ating guest. At sino naman ang ating subscriber of the day? Angeline Fadrigon Lolong. Congratulations. We will also post the winners again at PMCM Events Management FB page and here at Global Pinas TV 168. And winners must pick up their prizes. We will PM you the address. So what have we learned for the day? According to Lee, we have to be online. We have to, ang passion ni Pokwang is cooking. And they joined live events and they were able to sell 2,000 suka. And from then on, they decided to make it official as their business. And of course, ang passion din ni Jasper is helping people, saving a lot of lives by showing to them how we care for them, how we love them by getting a defibrillator for our family, for our employees, for our company, and a lot more. And before I say goodbye, I'd like to invite you once again this Sunday, June 20, for our ninth episode. We have two amazing guests from BNI Philippines who are also daddies. As promised, we'll be celebrating the Father's Day the whole month of June. So who are our guests? We have here Jonathan Camaso, Managing Director and Client Development of Stonehenge Manpower. So for those who are also looking for jobs and work, ayan, manood kayo next Sunday. We have a manpower company. We also have from the BNI Philippines, also a member, Green Circle Realty, Mr. Billy Dominguez, President and CEO of Green Circle Realty, Managing Director of BNI Manila Central Region. Ayan. See you again next Sunday, June 20. I will leave you with the quote for the week. So our code for the week, since we're celebrating fathers, fathers are men who dared to place the world's hopes and dreams in their children. Happy Father's Day from It's MysSpace Show. My name is Mice Visandico. See you again next Sunday, June 20, same time, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Thank you for joining me. Bye. God bless.
Hi, I'm Leo Bryan, co-founder of Poklee Foods. Come check out our Suka Laing Tuyo Tinapa, Dalawang Aligay, Dalawang Alamang. Every single month we have really cool promos going. Come check us out, www.pokleefoods.com. Kanin na lang!
Do you need help with your online events? We are here for you. We have organized series of webinars with over 6,000 views and 30,000 reach. We have worked with organizations and companies and helped them pivot to virtual events. We also launched the mother of all billboards in EDSA with TOOH. And we can design marketing collaterals for your social media postings. We believe in collaborations and partnerships. We are looking forward to serving you. We are here for you. KMCM Events Management, your #1 event management and marketing partner.
And it just makes no sense when you're just about to rise. That's when you start to fall. It doesn't seem right at all when you're just about to win. Your hope walks out the door. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. You will see the children play under the big blue sky, 'cause we will always be here to wipe the tears away. Just look up to the sky and pray, 'cause every fear will turn to color. Every rainbow's gonna be shining on you. Every tear will turn to laughter. Every sunlight's gonna be shining on you.
Just when you thought of giving up, a stranger picks you up, takes you out the door.
And when you look to find the stars, your love will lead the way. Hey, just give it some time. It's gonna be okay. It's It's gonna be alright. You'll enjoy the air breeze under the big blue sky, 'cause we will always be here to wipe the tears away. Just look up to the sky and pray, 'cause every fear will turn to color. Every rainbow's gonna be shining on you. Every tear will turn to laughter. Every sunlight's gonna be shining on you. Well, we gotta help one another. That's the only way we can survive this. To shine a light, every fear will turn to color. Every rainbow's gonna be shining on you. Every tear will turn to laughter. Every sunlight's gonna be shining on you. 'Cause every fear will turn to color. Every rainbow's gonna be shining on you. Shining on you. Every tear will turn to laughter. Every sunlight's gonna be shining on you. No, 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 no. Will turn to color. Shining on you. Every tear will turn to laughter. Every sunlight's gonna be shining on you. 'Cause every sick will turn to better. Every star